Fungus are creatures very curious and sometimes very scary. Everybody's talking about fungus because the last affairs, I know, but today we are going to talk about it a little bit deeper and understanding what are them and more. Some facts about fungus and see that they can be linked with medicine, witch and more. Hello, I'm Alice Kruger. I know this video is gonna be unusual of the other previous videos that I made, but I like to play video games and to watch series. I have a lot of secrets. Feel free to just subscribe the channel, and if you like this video, just give me a like. But for it, let's start understanding what are these mysterious things. Fungus, they are not plants, they are not animals, they are not bacteria, they are fungus. Another kingdom. They have their own kingdom, the fungi kingdom. Estimates suggest there are 3.8 million species of fungus. The number of new fungi discovered yearly is around 2,000 per year from different sources as nail, soil, plants, etc. They don't make photosynthesis and they don't produce their own food. They eat decomposing materials or in a symbiosis with other organisms. They eat absorbing nutrients from the environment around them with enzymes into the nutritive surface, for example. They can't really move, so growth is the mean of mobility, except for spores, at least for the moment that we know. Maybe there is some fungus that can move, running and fly. Oh, soon they are going to develop something like that. Scare. Fungi are essential for life on Earth, in the medicine, in Earth foods. They are there eating many things around and make decomposition, as well as the most familiar mushrooms, but also in cheese, bread, fermented food, and beverages, etc. It was estimated that more than 90% of fungi remains unknown, so there are a lot of secrets to be discovered in there. Now something very, very good. A fungi called Cryptococcus. A fungi called Cryptococcus neoforms was first found in Chernobyl in 1991. This fungus can eat radiation. It can literally eat radiation. Yes, the process called radiosynthesis, which means using ionizing radiation as energy source to drive metabolism. So it makes the fungus to grow faster, to develop, have a better metabolism. It's a very good news with that can help us to solve problems with waste and materials that we don't know what to do with. And better, there are other fungus species doing similar. From plastic to asbestos, cardboard to jet fuel, fungi will just about anything. I like to play video games and I enjoy watching series. So maybe you already know, The Last of Us is a game. The first one released in 2013, and then there is the second part released later. And now HBO is making the series based on the game, which is 20 years into pandemic caused by a fungal infection, decimating more than 60% of the population, making them into something like a zombie. Yeah, maybe some people get saying it's not a zombie, but actually they are like a zombie. The transmission was from biting and originally from flower wheat, differently of the game that came by the air with spores. This idea was created by Neil Druckmann while he was watching a BBC documentary showing the fungus cordyceps. Now let's understand what is the fungus cordyceps. The cordyceps infects an ant, pass through the infected zone by spore. Oh, the cordyceps do not infect humans, happily. But there are other cordyceps species that can infect many other insects as spiders, butterflies, moths, beetles, and others. So the fungus contaminates the ant's body, starts to develop inside the ant, and after 2 days infected, the ant leaves its colony without any control. She doesn't know where she's going, but the fungus knows. Even exactly where. Going up in summer high in the forest, contrary as many things The fungus controls only the muscles of the ant. The fungus is everywhere in the body of the ant, but in the brain, it's in the side zones of the ant's brain, what is responsible for the muscles to make moving, walking, and etc. In the middle part of the brain is not infected, so not in the center of the brain. So it's just very terrifying. It still consents but cannot control the body. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's meant to be just very terrifying. Imagine you see everything, you are constant what's happening around you, but something it's moving you to do something that you don't want and you can't control, you can't stop. The ant generally clamp to the leaf's vein at the height of 26 cm or 10 inches above the first floor on the northern side of the plant. In an environment with 94 to 95% of humidity and temperatures between 20 to 30 degrees or 68 and 86 Fahrenheit. Then the ant bites the leaf or the place where she was brought and she locks jaw, or popularly known as death grip. There the fungus killed the ants after some hours. Sad. Then the fungus keep growing, eating the body of the ants and using all the rest of source and energy and making the skeleton of the ant stronger and protecting it. Then start to grow hyphae, things growing inside of the body and very scary and weird. That start to go out of the ant's body, producing a substance antibacterial, protecting the ant of decomposition and bacteria. That's lovely. The fungus protects his body's zombie thing that he's using. When the fungus is ready to reproduce, its first spores grows from ant's head and rupture, releasing the spores. Oh my god, it's going worse. I know it's becoming a nightmare and it's just like the horror movies of the zombies, yes, but it's real life. Yeah, so we can say that zombie movies for ants works. And it's for real. This process takes 4 to 10 days. Dead ants are found in the area termed graveyards, which contain high density of dead ants previously infected by the same fungus. But if you look in the past, we had already contact with this fungus in the media. Do you know the Pokemon Paras? Is this one that looks like a crab Pokemon with a mushroom in the back? And you can see that makes some similarity with the parasite or the fungus Cordyceps. And when it evolves to parasect with a huge mushroom in the back and white zombie eyes. Yes, so it's exactly the same. This poor crabby was like infected. It's like something similar for their real. Now going to the weeds. The Claviceps purpurea, it's a parasite fungus. Claviceps purpurea, Claviceps purpurea, that grows in the ears of the rye and related cereals and forage plants that was used in the bread, food and animal foods in the medieval time, especially in the low class. So the whole village was consuming that. I'm reading here and it says, I made it in short. The ergot sclerotum contains high concentration of the alkaloid ergotamine. Oh my god, sorry for that pronunciation. The substance known as LSD. But if you would consume food contaminated, you would not have the exactly same effects of LSD and behind, but you would develop ergotism. It's the effect of long term of consumption of a fungus or food contaminated. The common name of ergotism is St. Antoine's fire. May also cause hallucination and attendant irrational behavior, convulsion, and even death. Other symptoms include stronger uterine contraction, nausea, seizures, and unconscientiousness. As many people were consuming this contaminated food, and that started people have almost a mass hysteria and this hallucination. They said they saw demons, werewolves, monsters, and creatures. Werewolves. So we know a little bit where it's coming from, the werewolf maybe. Because many people seeing the same thing and have a collective hallucination. It's mine in a small village in the past. It's just like sure for a myth, and it links the witch hunt. Yeah, we suffered so much in this time. Witch trials in the early modern period saw that between 1400 to 1782, around 400 to 1600 were killed due to suspicion that they were practicing witchcraft. Oh my. So scientists say those people just had a mass hysteria caused by fungus. Linda Caporal posted that hysterical symptoms of young woman that had spurred the Salem witch trail had been the result of consuming ergot tainted rye. I just watched a video and I discovered that there is a theory saying the human evolution was because of a fungus. Before, when humans were still monkeys, they have consumed a mushroom and bang. Make them more intelligent. Then and it's influenced to create rituals and religions. But this is just a theory. No studies were made there. But I think it's interesting. My personal opinion, I think it could make a little bit sense. I'm not sure. Don't I don't like to say that it's because of that, because in the meantime that I don't like so much because it's some could be like this, imagine. I mean, maybe not for as they told that after that they did eat this mushroom, something changed in the brain or in their DNA or something like that, but maybe they had some hallucination and saw things and that created rituals and beliefs and mythology and a lot of things. But it's a fact to think and to try to read about and to see. It's interesting. So fungus are in your life since always, for the bad or for the good. Candidiasis, athlete's foot, and onychomycosis are some the bad things that are there, and it's touching many people. Okay, that's no really dangerous, but yeah, it's the way that the fungus could be infectious and bad for the life, but also for the good, as the penicillium that was accidentally discovered by the Scottish scientist Alexander Fleming in 1928. Fleming realized that he left some culture of Staphylococcus in his laboratory, and he realized that his culture of Staphylococcus was contaminated by a fungus called by penicillium, and he realized that the bacteria that were there died, and the fungus was producing a substance that was killing the bacteria there, and he called it by penicillin. The penicillin was used for the first time as a medicament in 1941, and still the most efficacious bacterial medicament was discovered and is there to save a lot of people and life. So fungus are very good to life too, and they are there to help us. We have a lot of things to learn and to be helped with fungus, I think. So they are still studying about it, and there are some treatments using fungus, which is just very good. And so maybe we have just one medicament that is killing only one bacteria that we don't want, that we are treating against, and we don't have to take so often antibiotic that it's going to kill all the bacteria, the bad and the good ones. So after this, you are ready to watch and to play The Last of Us. I made this look here to be like Ellie, the Ellie of the game. I hope it's worth it. I tried to make it. I had some small troubles while I was doing this, so I'm sorry if it's not really so good. But I hope you liked it. I hope you like this video. And if you like this video, and if you want to see more videos, please subscribe to the channel and share with friends, with everybody. And if you have another idea of new themes of a video, please leave below in the comments. And this can be for makeup, fashion, scary things like this video, curiosity and games, everything. Oh, and I just created my Instagram. I had another Instagram and I had a little problem. I lost my first Instagram, which sad, but I start everything from new and it's good. So see you soon, pretty girls and boys. Bye.